So to start off with exponents to exponents, power to power, let's remember what it means to multiply with exponents. So x to the third times x squared. X to the third means x times x times x. And x squared means x times x. So we see that there are 5 x's there. So this would just be x to the 5th power. And we just have to add the exponents. So, but if we have a power to a power, let's say we had x to the third squared. This is the same thing as x to the third times x to the third. Squaring something means we're just going to multiply it by itself twice. And there are 3 plus 3, that's the kind of shortcut. We just add the exponents when we multiply it, would give us x to the 6. So for this top left one, a to the 6th power to the 5th power, we just multiply the exponents, and 6 times 5 will be 30. B to the negative 2 to the 7th power, negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. Now note that if you want this written with only positive exponents, we would have to rewrite this to be 1 over b to the 14th power. The negative doesn't make the number negative. It just, when it's in an exponent, it just flips where it is on the fraction. So c to the 5th to the negative 6th power, 5 times negative 6 is negative 30. And this would be the same thing as 1 over c to the 30th power. The next one, d to the third to the x power equals d to the 36th. Well, remember, we got the same base, d and d. And power to a power means multiplication. So we just need to solve 3 times x equals 36. Well, the opposite or inverse of multiplication is division. So after we divide both sides by 3, this time I'm using the obulus symbol, we would get x equals 12. This next one looks complicated, but remember the rules. Power to a power means multiplication. So 5 times 3 is going to give us 15. So we have 4 to the 15th power times 4. And negative 2 to the 6th power is negative 12, so we'd have negative 12 power. That still equals 4y. We're just trying to figure out what y is going to be. When we multiply, we add the exponents. So 15 plus a negative 12 is 3. So this would become 4 to the 3rd power, would equal 4 to the y. And then they both have the base of 4, so y has to be 3. This bottom left one looks a little bit tricky. But remember that if you don't see a number there, the exponent is really a 1. And everything here has a base of 11. So when we go to multiply, we just add the exponents. So 6x plus 24 plus 1 will equal 43. And once we realize that, it's a pretty easy 2 or 3-step equation. We combine like terms that are on the same side. Positive 24 and a positive 1 make positive 25. So to solve this, we get rid of the stuff that's on the same side of the letter by not touching it. That's the positive 25. So the opposite or inverse of adding 25 is to subtract 25. That would give us 6x equals 18. And that, of course, means 6 times x. So we have to do the opposite or inverse of multiplication, which is division. And that's going to give us x equals 3 for our answer. Next question, remember there's a little 1 right there, so we're going to work from the inside out parentheses first. So 3 to the 4th times 3, or 3 to the 1st, would give us, we add the exponents, 3 to the 5th. And 3 to the 7th times 3 to the 9th, add the exponents, 7 plus 9 is 16. Power to a power, so 3 to the 5th to the negative 2 would give us negative 10. So we're going to have 3 to the negative 10 times 3 to the 16th equals 3 to the m. When we multiply, we add the exponents. So negative 10 plus 16 is a positive 6. So we have 3 to the 6 equals 3 to the m. And we can hopefully see that m will equal 6 then. And for the last question, we get the power of just multiplication. So a lot of students do 9 times 2, but this is really 9 squared. You need to see this as 9 squared times x to the 3rd squared. 9 squared is 81, 9 times 9. And now for the exponents, we multiply, and that would give us x to the 6. 3 times 2 is 6. And for the last one, we can rewrite this to be 2 to the 3rd power times y to the 7th to the 3rd power. 2 to the 3rd power, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. And 7 times 3 gives us 21. So if you have any kind of questions, ask your math teacher.